What's up, amazing real estate agents? It is a special session today. We usually only go live on Wednesdays, but today it is a Tuesday, and we have a special session ahead of us. I'm so excited to have on Elizabeth Naylor with Admin Angels. What's up, Elizabeth?
Just hanging out, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, this year, I told you guys, this year is going to be full of add-ons for LevelUp members, as well as LevelUp broker partners. And I am so excited to bring on Elizabeth and the Admin Angels, part of, LevelUp's new offerings, such as our vendor services. Our goal is we want to partner with companies that are killing it. We want to partner with companies that are doing great jobs at what they're doing, supporting agents. And, Elizabeth and I have known each other for a while. We've been in the real estate for a while. And I'm so excited to connect with you, Elizabeth. So Admin Angels. So let's kind of dive in about it. Give me if you said, all right, what's the umbrella? What's the top thing about Admin Angels? What do you do for real estate agents?
So overall, we'll define ourselves as a real estate admin support. And 85% of our business comes from transaction management. So we do have a few little sprinkles of listing service, a little bit of marketing service, but overall we are hyper-focused on transaction management.
Absolutely love it. So agents, I talk to hundreds of agents every single week. And the deal is, some agents, they know what they need, right? Some agents know how to get to their next steps and others don't. And so like when I'm coaching with them, the big deal is, what do you do? How do agents relieve themselves in certain amounts of time so they could focus on pieces that really grow their business? And for me, I tell agents all the time, what grows your business is relationships. And so agents should be taking most of the 80% of their time and really pushing into relationships to grow their business. But they can't do that because they're stuck, in the weeds, or stuck, trying to do stuff that they probably could pass off to somebody else. And so one of the first hires that I coach agents to do is a transaction management company or transaction manager to help them with that kind of daily stuff that keeps them bogged down and doesn't let them grow their business. So before we talk about, too much into the weeds here, I do want to say, all right, so Elizabeth, how in the heck did Admin Angels get started? Where did that come from? And give me a little backstory.
So I always say it's because he's way crazier than me. And the longer I've been in real estate, you have to be crazy to stay in the business. So in 2006, as a child, I moved to the island of Maui and started working as an admin support person for a boutique brokerage that was #1 sales team in the whole state. So from there, I learned a ton of information about luxury real estate, working in all the aspects of the admin sector for a really successful brokerage. So doing transactions, listings, office management, all those things. Fast forward, I come back to Kentucky, where I'm from, Hawaii to Kentucky. It's crazy, but yeah. So went back and learned a lot about residential real estate and supported a team in Kentucky as well. So then I started working on building systems, and I learned and gained a desire to be able to own my own business. But I am licensed. I've been licensed for a long time. I was licensed in Hawaii. I'm still licensed in Kentucky. And I have an appreciation for salespeople because I understand what sacrifices it takes to be in that role, and I don't want to make them. So for lifestyle choices and for my own strengths, I choose not to be a salesperson, but I know what they need and support, and that's a better fit for me. So as an entrepreneur, I wanted to start a company that was supporting real estate people because I understand their needs and I want to be able to help them build systems and offer a service that I know that's valuable to them.
I absolutely love it. And so what's really cool about what you have built and what I've just seen just from the small peek in I've seen is that, you build a team of people that truly care about their agents and their agent success. And I think that's really a piece that really stands apart because in today's world, in today's industry, I don't know about you, but my inbox is totally filled every day with people saying, hey, I need to give me some money. I can help you. Give me some money. I can help you. And I've checked a lot of the companies out, and very few of them really do care about if the agent succeed or not. Yeah. And so I think that's one of the pieces that I'm seeing stands apart from your company versus a lot is you've got a team of people that are willing to come in and help pretty quickly. So kind of share a little bit about your team, if you would, and how that works.
So, like you said, I do get inquiries probably, if not daily, at least weekly, of people who are seeking a job.
Yep.
There are times that I need to interview and sift through and decide, yeah, we're growing. And so we're currently a team of 12 that support realtors all over the country. And those particular people are a huge blessing. Like, this company wouldn't be what it is without them. So how do they become this amazing person? Well, they already are. So I know that from the beginning, because I understand, when I interview people, the way that I ask them questions and how I kind of filter through their heart desires, not just for a paycheck, but to get to know people, if they're relational. Um, and then, the other part is you give out what you receive. So as a company owner, as a boss, I just try to love on them and give them and continue to keep them motivated. So they have coaching, they have bonuses, they get acknowledged for accomplishments and birthdays. And so I set a high expectation for relationship building. We meet every month as a team, to kind of keep people grounded and connected. They have a workmate that they can connect with, and we have activities for them to stay engaged. And then we talk about, who are your clients? What are they going through? Sometimes it's just surface level. If people don't want you to hold their hand and be all lovey-dovey, they just want to move forward and do their business, and that's the way we can support them. But some people are more relational, and they want to know who their admin is. And we acknowledge our realtor client birthdays, and we ask them, oh, you had a kid, oh, you moved, and we mail them cards, and we try to get engaged on the personal side, because real estate as a whole is a relationship business. And so, coming from the realtor side, being a licensed person, I want to demonstrate that, not just for the people who work for my company, but for the people that we serve. Because when they want to build their business and truly succeed, then they'll be relationship based, loving and giving to their buyers and sellers. So then again, we need to love and give to them. So then we just want to set that model.
I think that model should be duplicated to everybody's business, right? It's just a heart model, and it's a heart that comes from being willing to serve other people. And so, a couple information about Admin Angels, guys. So I love the mission statement. I read it a couple times. I was like, all right, that's cool. The mission of Admin Angels, guys, to provide professional support to real estate professionals across the United States. That's pretty blunt, right? Tells exactly what they're trying to do. And I love your belief statement, your greater purpose. I think that just sums up what your company in general is all about. And it really is an honor to partner with you to help brokerages and help agents grow their business. And that's really what it really happens for you.
Yes. I mean, even going to the belief statement, we believe that as we support the growth of others, that we're going to continue to grow. And I think I've come at this at a sacrificial level, because some people have come and outgrown our model and asked, like, can you train another in-house admin I want to hire? And if that's the best fit for them at that time, I'm for it. I don't pigeonhole people. I don't say you're in a contract. I want them to be successful. And I've done this for other people. And even like other brokers or people within the team are like, you mean she's going to train someone to take over her job and lose her job? They're like, well, those people have given so many referrals and have come full circle. Like the first team that I trained to have an in-house person has recently come back. Now their person I trained is an operations person, and they need another TC. So we're back in the game.
I love that.
It's relationship based. So I want people to succeed, whatever it means, with me or without me. I really want that for them. And I have a security knowing that I will be successful regardless whether that person is tied to me or not, as long as I have a greater purpose of nurturing them and their growth.
I love that. And it's all about pushing people up. And I think that's really the key is, you're always there to help out and push people up. And, so one of your biggest, you said 80% of your business is really about the transactional management service side of things. Yes. And so, as an agent that kind of thinks to himself, okay, how could I use your service? How would this service benefit me? Let's kind of talk about your transaction management service and what that feels like for an agent.
So I have worked with some people who are familiar with the transaction management where it's really just focused on compliance and paperwork. That's a portion of what we do.
Yep.
As someone who's been in the sales side, I understand it's a relationship business again, and I want to kind of plug in some nurturing points to help the realtor build an ongoing relationship with their buyers and sellers. So we find out when's your birthday. We put reminders on the calendar for following up, for good events, for post close, even annual reoccurring reminders. We ask about their pets. I mean, just different things that we can do. We request reviews. We ask for feedback about how was your service? Were you happy with what you got? So we try to put not just, very professional communication in place to make this a smooth and very professional feeling transaction. We make it where, a buyer seller is not going to feel like they were forgotten because they're going to get an update. We are going to keep things rolling. The lender is going to know we're involved. Title people know we're involved. And we're all kind of working together to make this as smooth and happy as possible, providing information along the way, even if it's a hard announcement, like we're delayed in closing, but at least we're explaining and you have the information that you need. So we're master of communication. We're trying to do these personal touches to help build the database with information for the realtor to keep these clients for future and to get referrals. So
I love it. So I was reading through these.
and you get paid.
I was reading some of the things you have up there, and I'm like, okay, these are kind of above and beyond what most, in my experience, is most transaction management companies go to. Because most of the time it is, dot the T's, cross, done. Okay, next. And what I'm seeing is this: you've got that relationship piece, even interweaved into your transaction management services. So it's really kind of making it personal feel. And so what I love about this is, the people don't know, their buyers and sellers don't know that they're working with somebody outside of that team.
No, we don't sell admin angels to a buyer or seller. We're holding hands with the realtor. We're their in-house assistant. I mean, we want to brand ourselves to pump them up. Has nothing to do with us.
I think that's fantastic. And that's really kind of that brings that personal touch back to the agent. So you're really becoming part of their team to help them, make sure, one, they get paid right. But two, make sure the transaction goes as smooth as possible. Because I know as well as you do, I talk to agents all the time and I hear some real horror stories. And I'm going to be honest, when I talk to agents, about 60% of the time, it's because the agent maybe dropped the ball on some stuff. And we know how that is. We know that as agents, we're wearing 40 different hats every day. And it's hard to keep on track of everything. And that's really where you guys come in play is, somebody that comes alongside and says, hey, I need help with this. Can you do this? And I love the fact that, if it fits in your budget, it's definitely worth it because it takes more time that you can start focusing on the next deal, right? So, I mean, as agents, sometimes we have this ebb and flow, right? A whole bunch of deals, no deals for a while. A whole bunch of deals, no deals for a while. And so what our goal in general, and I teach this in marketing all the time, our goal is to really kind of figure out how to straighten that line out, right? How to keep everything as steady as possible. And so one way of doing that is having someone just like you guys come up and take care of those, stuff that we don't have to focus, that we shouldn't focus in on. And then as an agent, let us focus on what the next step is, filling our pipeline. And so now we got somebody that's going to take care of that person, but now we all know what's going to happen next. And I think that's the power of what you guys offer.
Yeah. And it's not, someone that you owe a monthly salary to. We bill per transaction. So if you have one, we get paid on one. If you have two, we get paid on two. If you have zero, we get paid on zero. So it's a little bit more comfortable with budgeting because then they know, well, I don't really need to pay this out until I know I really have some business going. And it's not just bogging them down with these details that are eliminating their opportunity to go build their business and do other things. But it's the tasks that really are frustrating to most realtors. They don't like to do the stuff that we do. So for me personally, I'm willing to pay a service extra to do things I hate. Like,
me too.
I don't know, do the lawn.
Absolutely. And I think that's really the key is help understanding, how to grow your business. And that's really what I'm all about is helping people grow their business and giving them marketing tips and tricks and ideas to get that next person. And I believe that your guys' services just kind of interweaves with that is, especially the fact that, I'm all about, hey, paying for services that work. And, realtors only get paid when the closings happen.
Right.
And so, you can only pay out the service when the closings happen. I think I love that. I love the transaction management. There's several companies out there. You're on the bottom line for a monthly fee every month, whether you're doing transactions or not. And I love the model you guys have set up. So it's absolutely great. And so talking a little bit about, the last kind of closing here, what does it look like to onboard a new agent?
So typically we'll start a communication by email. Someone will let me know, hey, they're interested. We'll do a little bit of back and forth with, figuring out what it is that they need. We'll do a phone call. In the end, an onboarding video call will look like a 2-hour time block where we demonstrate some of the tasks that we typically do for other people. And then we completely define the scope of work through tasks for that client. So they're tailored to their specific needs. If something we do for other people doesn't fit for what they want to do, we just take it off. If there's something extra that they like to do, we add it. So they're not just stuck in a process that is for, supposed to fit everyone, because not everyone's the same. So we like
So
to
it's
talk
very
through
customizable,
like
right? So like every agent can like come to you and say, when they're in that 2-hour onboarding, they can say, hey, what about this? And how about this? And,
Yes.
I like doing this. But what I love about it is you guys have done this for years. So you guys could come to them and say, hey, what about this? And
Here's what
this.
other people are doing. Yeah, a lot
I
of
love that.
times our onboarding calls bring a lot of ideas. So, we're building the system as we speak. We write custom emails depending on your process. We know what questions to ask to help us understand the way you like for us to communicate with your buyers or sellers. If you have a typical way that you like to schedule inspections, and then we know how to communicate your business practices, because it's not about us. I can give you my opinion all day long, but in the end, you can decide how you want your business to run. And we're going to model every email and communication to support what it is that you want to accomplish.
I love
So
that.
the
So
realtor.
onboarding is not a stress out process for you
No.
guys. So, that's what, believe me, I just literally bought a brand new piece of software. And I got first hour into it, I was already stressed out because I was like, this is a crap ton of stuff. And so I know when agents, purchase or get a new service, it's hard sometimes to get things started. And I love the idea that you guys really take 2 hours, you break it down, you get the idea, you get the plan in place, you implement it, and then you go.
Yes.
And I think that's the easy, white glove service you guys provide.
Yeah, because it's our forte to be the master that's organized of communication, to know like checklists and systems. And we're serving people who they might be strong in that area, but they don't have time to focus on that all the time. They're answering calls, they're running around, they're showing houses, they're opening homes, they're writing contracts. So I don't expect them to build the system for me to run. If they have one and they want me to step in the seat and they don't want things to change, that's fine. But otherwise, I know that I'm in the engineering role to put together something that's going to work for them by listening to their needs for 2 hours. And then I kind of build it from there and do everything I can to run the ship.
I love that. I love it. So let's go ahead and start kind of winding this one down, guys. So a little bit of information. I'm going to share a website real quick, guys, added to the site. This is inside of our membership portal. This is for all of our Level Up members. When you guys log into your back end, there we've added a new section called a vendor partner section over here. And when you click that, guys, right now, Admin Angels is there. It also shows what special she's offering to Level Up agents, which is, a huge opportunity. It's $500 off, which is the onboarding call. It takes care of that. That wipes that clean, as well as 50% off your first transaction. So it really helps you guys get started using Admin Angels and give them a shot and try them out. And I think that, the opportunity is definitely massive there. So for all the Level Up members, feel free to jump in the back end, guys, into your member portal and check that out. As well as the best way to get started right now, there's 2 options to get you guys started, to get things started and really kind of set up an initial meeting with them to talk about the process and see how that would work for you, to see if it's a fit, right? Because some people might not think it's a fit. And so we're going to make sure the right fit. And so what I would just encourage you guys to do is go to adminangelservices.com. We'll put the website up here. Well, I'll put the email up there too. Adminangelservices.com, guys, and go to the contact us and just fill that out. If you're a Level Up member, just put in there in the comments you're a Level Up member so she knows that. And then from there, you could also, if you wanted to, you could always reach out via email. Her email is elizabeth@adminangelsservices.com. So many S's.
Yes.
Adminangelsservices.com.
More than one.
And feel free to fill that out, guys. Again, it's our passion, guys, at Level Up to really kind of bring you guys top line services that will help you grow your business. And that's really what it's about. So, Admin Angels, we're so excited to have you guys partner with us. Elizabeth, we're excited. We'll bring you on, I'm sure, at some point in time for some workshops and some training stuff. Just when we come to how agents manage their transactions and how that works. But beyond that, I really appreciate you, and I'm excited about our partnership, and looking forward to continued success and bringing more agents to you, as well as you, providing the services, top level services you guys do.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm excited for all you guys. Happy New Year, and I know it's going to be a successful year.
I love it. All right, guys. God bless everybody. You guys have a great one.
Thank you.
See y'all.